Welcome to our tribute video, a heartfelt space to honor those who have left a lasting mark on wrestling and our lives. Today, we celebrate their incredible journeys, reflect on their powerful legacies, and cherish the unforgettable moments they gave us. We'll also discuss the latest news about WWE star Dominik Mysterio, whose recent challenges have deeply resonated with fans worldwide. Join us in remembering their stories, preserving their impact, and keeping their legacies alive. Subscribe now to be part of this supportive and dedicated community. Absolute Andy, born Andreas Ullmann on June 1, 1983 in Krefeld, Germany, remains a celebrated figure in European professional wrestling, particularly within the renowned promotion Westside Extreme Wrestling, WXW. With a career spanning over 2 decades, Andy's name became synonymous with wrestling excellence, known for his dynamic in-ring ability, captivating persona, and deep connection with fans. Debuting in the early 2000s, Andy rapidly gained recognition on the German independent circuit. His Absolute Andy character was defined by a mixture of arrogance, self-confidence, and theatrical showmanship, setting him apart from his peers. His wrestling style combined technical prowess, hard-hitting power moves, and a sharp psychological approach, making him adaptable across a variety of match types and opponents. Throughout his illustrious career, Andy amassed multiple championships in WXW, including 2 reigns as the WXW Unified World Wrestling Champion, solidifying his place as one of the promotion's cornerstone stars. His rivalries with other notable European wrestlers like Walter, Gunther in WWE, Ilya Dragunov, and Karsten Beck helped elevate WXW's popularity and contributed to the overall growth of European wrestling. In addition to his singles achievements, Andy thrived in tag team wrestling, further showcasing his versatility and ability to work with different partners. One of Andy's most defining traits was his capacity to evolve, continually reinventing his character to maintain relevance in an ever-changing wrestling landscape. Whether as an arrogant villain or a seasoned fan favorite, Andy kept the audience engaged with his compelling storytelling. Beyond the ring, Andy was also a mentor, shaping the next generation of European wrestling talent. His legacy extends far beyond his championship victories, leaving an indelible mark on the wrestling world. Tragically, Absolute Andy passed away due to complications from a long-standing health condition. But his influence on European wrestling remains unshakable, and he will be remembered as one of the greats of his generation. Mike Lozansky, known in the wrestling world as the Russian Bear, embarked on his career in the Soviet Union, where he gained recognition as a powerful weightlifter and powerlifter. His extraordinary strength and athletic prowess made him a standout figure, attracting the attention of wrestling scouts who saw the potential for him in the professional wrestling arena. Lozansky's transition from strength sports to the ring was seamless, and he quickly became a force to be reckoned with. He competed in major promotions such as New Japan Pro Wrestling, NJPW, World Championship Wrestling, WCW, and the World Wrestling Federation, WWF, where he carved out a reputation as a powerhouse. As the Russian Bear, Lozansky dominated his opponents with sheer strength, his brutal and intense style captivating fans worldwide. His memorable matches against wrestling legends like Stan Hansen, Vader, and Yokozuna are still discussed by fans and historians alike. A particularly noteworthy encounter with Vader, though a loss for Lozansky, showcased his resilience and earned him the respect of both the audience and his fellow wrestlers. This match remains a hallmark of his career, demonstrating that strength alone wasn't his only asset. His heart and determination were just as powerful. In 1994, however, Lozansky's wrestling career was tragically cut short when he suffered a heart attack during a match in Japan. This health scare served as a turning point, forcing him to retire from wrestling and reassess his life. After recovering, he returned to Russia and found success in the business world, carving out a new career path. Sadly, Mike Lozansky passed away at the age of 63, reportedly due to complications from heart disease, marking the end of the life of one of wrestling's most formidable figures. Despite his passing, his legacy as a powerhouse in the ring remains alive in the memories of fans and wrestling enthusiasts. Eddie Graham, born Edward Josiah Graham on November 15, 1930 in Tampa, Florida, was one of the most influential figures in professional wrestling. Known for his sharp business acumen and behind-the-scenes leadership, Graham made his mark as both a wrestler and a promoter. He first gained prominence in the 1950s and 1960s, competing in various regional promotions across the United States. However, it was in his role as a promoter and booker in Florida that he truly cemented his legacy. As the head of Championship Wrestling from Florida, CWF, Graham became a pivotal force in shaping the careers of future stars like Dusty Rhodes, Ric Flair, and Barry Windham. His deep understanding of storytelling and character development made CWF one of the most respected territories in the wrestling world. Known for crafting compelling rivalries and elevating talent, Graham's influence extended far beyond his own in-ring career. Tragically, Eddie Graham died from multiple gunshot wounds in what was ruled an apparent suicide. While the exact causes behind his decision remain speculative, there are several contributing factors that may have influenced his tragic end. Throughout his career, Graham faced significant personal and professional pressures, which weighed heavily on him. In the years leading up to his death, Graham had been dealing with financial difficulties, stress from the competitive wrestling industry, and mental health struggles. His death shocked the wrestling world, leaving a void in Florida's wrestling scene and deeply affecting his family, including his son, Mike Graham. Eddie's passing brought attention to the mental health challenges many individuals in the wrestling industry face, highlighting the need for support in such a high-pressure environment. Despite his death, Graham's legacy as a promoter and mentor continues to resonate in wrestling today. Salvatore Bellomo, born June 18, 1951, in Hornu, Belgium, was a legendary professional wrestler who made a significant impact on the wrestling world for over 40 years. He first rose to prominence in the 1980s with the World Wrestling Federation, WWF, where his energetic performances and magnetic charisma quickly won over fans. Known for his unique blend of technical wrestling and impressive agility, Bellomo quickly became a crowd favorite during his time with the WWF. Bellomo didn't stop at the WWF. After his run with the company, he continued to wrestle across various promotions, including Eastern Championship Wrestling, which would later evolve into the infamous Extreme Championship Wrestling, ECW, in the 1990s. He also made waves internationally, particularly in Europe, where he became a prominent figure in the Catch Wrestling Association. His ability to adapt and connect with fans in various circuits was a testament to his talent and love for the sport. But Bellomo wasn't just a wrestler, he was also a mentor. As he gained experience, he shared his vast knowledge with younger wrestlers, contributing to the growth of the industry by training the next generation. His impact on the wrestling community extended beyond the ring, and he continued to be involved in the sport well into his later years. Sadly, Bellomo passed away at the age of 67 after a battle with cancer. His passing marked the end of an era, but his legacy lives on in the hearts of wrestling fans and fellow wrestlers alike. His dedication to the craft, his charismatic presence, and his lasting influence on the industry are fondly remembered and continue to inspire wrestlers today. William Alvin Moody, better known by his ring name Paul Bearer, was born on April 10, 1954, in Mobile, Alabama. A legendary professional wrestling manager and personality, Bearer is most celebrated for his work in World Wrestling Entertainment, WWE, where he became synonymous with iconic figures like The Undertaker and Kane. His unforgettable persona, characterized by pale makeup and the ever-present urn, made him one of the most memorable figures in the wrestling world. Moody's wrestling journey began in the 1970s, where he initially served as a referee. However, his true mark on the industry came when he transitioned to a managerial role. Adopting the Paul Bearer character, he quickly earned recognition for his dark, gothic presence, which was the perfect complement to the wrestlers he managed. His partnership with The Undertaker, particularly in the early 1990s, was pivotal in both their rise to superstardom. Bearer's eerie promos and captivating storytelling played an integral role in enhancing The Undertaker's mysterious and ominous persona, further solidifying both men as legends. Bearer was renowned for his theatrical and vocal delivery. His high-pitched voice and ability to build suspense during promos made him a standout in a field of exceptional managers. His contributions to wrestling extended beyond WWE. Bearer also appeared in World Championship Wrestling, WCW, and independent circuits, showcasing his passion for the sport. Sadly, Paul Bearer passed away at the age of 58. His death was attributed to complications from a heart attack, a result of ongoing health issues. Bearer's legacy endures through his impactful character work and his vital role in the careers of some of wrestling's most storied figures. His influence remains etched in the annals of professional wrestling history, ensuring that he will never be forgotten. David Hebner, born on May 17, 1949, was a distinguished figure in professional wrestling, renowned for his dual contributions as both a referee and promoter. He passed away at the age of 73, leaving behind a profound legacy within the wrestling community. Hebner's career spanned over several decades, during which he became an integral part of the sport, particularly during the 1980s and 1990s. As a referee, Hebner officiated in numerous high-profile matches across major promotions, including the World Wrestling Federation, WWF, now WWE, and World Championship Wrestling, WCW. His professional demeanor, paired with a keen ability to control the pacing and flow of matches, made him a respected figure among both wrestlers and fans. One of Hebner's most iconic moments came during the Double Hebner incident, in which he and his identical twin brother, Earl Hebner, played central roles in a storyline involving a championship match. This event has remained one of the most memorable and controversial moments in wrestling history. Outside the ring, Hebner was also a successful promoter, leveraging his entrepreneurial spirit to contribute to various wrestling-related ventures. His dedication to the sport extended beyond officiating, as he worked diligently to ensure fair treatment for wrestlers in an often turbulent industry. Hebner was particularly noted for advocating on behalf of wrestlers' rights and for striving to improve the working conditions within professional wrestling. David Hebner's death, which occurred due to complications from a long-standing illness, was a great loss to the wrestling world. Fans, colleagues, and industry professionals alike mourned his passing, reflecting on the indelible mark he left on the sport. His impact on wrestling, both as a skilled official and a passionate advocate, ensures that his legacy will endure for years to come. Dominik Oscar Gutierrez, better known by his ring name Dominik Mysterio, was born on April 5, 1997, in San Diego, California. From the moment of his birth, his life was intertwined with the world of professional wrestling. As the son of WWE icon Rey Mysterio, Dominik was exposed to the intricacies of the sport at a very young age. His father, one of the most influential and revered figures in wrestling history, had revolutionized the cruiserweight division and introduced lucha libre style to a global audience, paving the way for an entire generation of wrestlers. Dominik's early connection with the wrestling world was not merely by birth, but also through the profound impact of his father's legacy, which planted the seeds for his eventual journey into the squared circle. Growing up, Dominik spent much of his childhood on the road with his father, witnessing firsthand the dedication, sacrifices, and performances that defined his father's illustrious career. However, it was not just the familial bond that drew Dominik to the business. He was naturally captivated by the spectacle, the larger-than-life personalities, and the athleticism that defined WWE. While he was young, Dominik's connection to WWE became undeniable, and his eventual career path seemed almost predestined. The early years, a familiar face in the WWE universe. Dominik's first exposure to the WWE audience came in 2005 during one of the most dramatic storylines in WWE history. At the heart of a bitter and deeply personal feud between Rey Mysterio and Eddie Guerrero, Dominik found himself thrust into the spotlight. The storyline, which revolved around a custody battle for Dominik, culminated in a sensational ladder match at SummerSlam, where Rey Mysterio triumphed and retained custody of his son. Although Dominik was just a child at the time, the inclusion of such a young figure in a high-profile feud captured the attention of fans worldwide and set the stage for his future in WWE. His participation in this storyline, while fictional, hinted at his eventual role in the company and showcased the emotional and dramatic power that wrestling could hold. For Dominik, it was an early introduction to the spectacle of WWE. But for fans, it was a glimpse of the potential that lay ahead in his career. Training and WWE debut. A fast track to the top. Unlike many second-generation wrestlers who spend years honing their craft on the independent circuit, Dominik's journey to WWE was expedited due to his family legacy. From a young age, he began training under his father's watchful eye, absorbing the techniques that made Rey Mysterio a global star. Additionally, Dominik trained under other legendary wrestlers, such as Lance Storm, who helped refine his wrestling style, ensuring that he was ready to compete at the highest level. These rigorous training sessions, which included a mix of lucha libre techniques, high-flying moves, and submission holds, laid the foundation for Dominik's future in-ring success. Dominik made his official WWE debut at SummerSlam 2020, where he faced Seth Rollins in a highly anticipated street fight. Despite his relative inexperience, Dominik displayed exceptional resilience, agility, and a willingness to take high-risk moves. Though he lost the match, his performance was widely praised, and many fans and critics alike were impressed by his maturity and in-ring ability. This debut marked the beginning of a new chapter in Dominik's career, one where he would have to prove not only that he was Rey Mysterio's son, but that he was also a force to be reckoned with on his own. Dominik and Rey Mysterio, a historic partnership. Dominik's early years in WWE were marked by his partnership with his father, Rey Mysterio. Together, the father-son duo became one of WWE's most heartwarming and dynamic pairings. Their bond, both personal and professional, resonated deeply with fans, and it wasn't long before they made history by becoming the first ever father and son tag team champions in WWE history. In 2021, Dominik and Rey captured the SmackDown Tag Team Championship, a moment that solidified Dominik's place in WWE's history books. While their title reign was a testament to their chemistry and bond, it was also a significant step in Dominik's growth as a wrestler. Working alongside his father provided him with invaluable experience, allowing him to learn not only the technical aspects of wrestling, but also the importance of storytelling, timing, and fan engagement. However, as Dominik's career progressed, it became clear that he was destined for more than just being Rey Mysterio's tag team partner. The Judgment Day. A heel turn and character evolution. In a stunning turn of events, Dominik Mysterio shocked the WWE Universe in September 2022 when he betrayed his father and aligned himself with the Judgment Day, a villainous faction led by Finn Balor, Damian Priest, and Rhea Ripley. This unexpected heel turn marked a significant shift in Dominik's career, as he fully embraced a darker, more aggressive persona that allowed him to step out from his father's shadow. As a member of the Judgment Day, Dominik underwent a dramatic character evolution. Gone was the clean-cut, high-flying babyface who had won the hearts of fans. In his place was a more calculating and ruthless version of Dominik, one who was willing to do whatever it took to achieve success. His alliance with Rhea Ripley, in particular, was instrumental in shaping his new character. Ripley not only served as a mentor, but also acted as an enforcer, helping to guide Dominik through his transformation into a top-tier heel. This shift in character allowed Dominik to engage in heated rivalries with some of WWE's biggest stars, including his father, Rey Mysterio, and WWE Hall of Famer Edge. The emotional intensity of these feuds, especially the ongoing storyline between Dominik and Rey, captivated fans and added layers to Dominik's persona. His betrayal of Rey was a pivotal moment in his career, one that signified his willingness to embrace the darkness of professional wrestling, championship success, and growth as a superstar. Dominik's decision to join the Judgment Day proved to be a turning point in his career, as it led to considerable championship success. In addition to his accomplishments with his father, Dominik captured the NXT North American Championship twice, solidifying his status as a rising star in WWE's mid-card division. These title reigns were a testament to Dominik's growth as a competitor, showcasing his ability to handle the pressure of carrying a championship and adding legitimacy to his role in WWE. While his time with the Judgment Day allowed Dominik to flourish as a heel, it also showcased his potential as a future main eventer. His rapid rise to prominence, combined with his ability to engage the audience and generate real heat, marked him as one of WWE's most promising young stars. However, as with many wrestlers, Dominik's journey has not been without setbacks. Injury setbacks and health concerns. Like many professional wrestlers, Dominik Mysterio's career has been marked by a series of physical injuries. Given his high-impact wrestling style, which involves frequent aerial maneuvers and intense physicality, he has faced numerous setbacks due to strains and injuries. One of the most significant injuries in Dominik's career occurred during a match against Andrade, where he suffered a legitimate elbow injury. The match, which was part of a high-profile segment on Raw, saw Dominik take a particularly brutal bump that left him visibly in pain. It was later reported that Dominik had suffered a hyperextended elbow, which required him to take several weeks off for recovery. This injury came at a time when Dominik was experiencing significant momentum within the Judgment Day faction, and his absence from WWE programming raised concerns among fans and officials alike. Fortunately, medical evaluations suggested that Dominik would not require surgery, and he was able to return to action after a short rehabilitation period. WWE cleverly incorporated his injury into ongoing storylines, using his absence to further build tension within the Judgment Day. Despite his swift recovery, rumors have circulated regarding other health issues that could impact Dominik's future in the ring. There have been whispers about potential knee problems, particularly given the strain his high-flying style places on his joints. Knee injuries are a significant concern for wrestlers who rely on agility and aerial maneuvers, and some insiders believe that Dominik may need to adjust his wrestling style to prevent further damage in the long term. Additionally, there have been occasional speculations about concussion-related concerns, particularly after incidents where Dominik appeared dazed following heavy bumps in the ring. While WWE's stringent concussion protocols ensure that all superstars are carefully monitored, such rumors have nonetheless led to discussions about Dominik's long-term health and well-being, resilience, and road to recovery. Despite these challenges, Dominik Mysterio has demonstrated remarkable resilience in the face of adversity. His quick recovery from his elbow injury and return to WWE programming were proof of his commitment to the business and his ability to overcome physical setbacks. Unlike some second-generation wrestlers who struggle to carve out their own identity, Dominik has embraced the evolution of his character, from an underdog babyface to a confident and despised heel. In interviews, Dominik has expressed his determination to continue improving his craft and his unwavering commitment to building a legacy of his own. While acknowledging the pressure of being Rey Mysterio's son, Dominik has shown a strong desire to prove that he is more than just a legacy wrestler. He is a legitimate superstar in his own right. With continued mentorship from experienced WWE veterans such as Finn Balor and Damian Priest, Dominik's potential seems limitless. Future prospects. What lies ahead for Dominik? Looking ahead, the future seems bright for Dominik Mysterio. Given his rapid development, championship successes, and ability to draw emotional reactions from the audience, many believe that he is poised to become one of WWE's top stars in the years to come. A potential long-term feud with his father, Rey Mysterio, could add another compelling chapter to Dominik's story. With Rey nearing the end of his career, a high-profile match between the two at a major event like WrestleMania remains a possibility. Moreover, Dominik's character arc could take numerous directions, including a future face turn where he seeks redemption and reconciliation with his father. WWE's long-term storytelling tradition makes such an evolution highly plausible, adding an emotional layer to Dominik's character that could further endear him to fans. Conclusion: Dominik Mysterio's growing legacy. Dominik Mysterio's journey in WWE has been marked by personal growth, character evolution, and a series of both triumphs and setbacks. From the son of a wrestling legend to a rising star in his own right, Dominik has shown that he is capable of creating a legacy that stands apart from his father's. While injuries and health concerns may pose challenges, his resilience, determination, and ability to evolve make him one of the most intriguing young talents in WWE today. As Dominik continues to refine his craft, it is clear that he has the potential to become a mainstay in WWE for years to come. Whether as a dominant heel in the Judgment Day or as a future champion, Dominik's legacy is still in the making, and it promises to be a memorable one.